Hi, good morning. This is Mr. Greg. He lives in Scooterville. I live in Scooterville. And they call me Jerome Navarre, Gregory the Great. And we talk about topics that vary. So today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. How does Jesus see us? How does God see us? That's a pretty interesting topic. God sees us how? Well, for me, I would think God sees us as His children. That's what they teach us. So, in that perspective, it's like walking with your child. You're teaching them how to ride a bicycle. You know how you got to get behind the bicycle and you push them. You got the tricycle with the training wheels, and you push them, learning them how to ride the bike, and they fall. You know, that's what God, to me, is for us. He's trying to teach us how to ride a bicycle. And the bicycle is the bicycle of life. The bicycle of love. It's how to love others is what He's trying to teach us. That's why He sent Jesus to us. We are creatures. We are creatures. And we don't really understand how everything works. We're trying to figure it all out. So He sent Jesus because we were figuring it all out, because all we were figuring was that I am important, nobody else is. If I'm not concerned, if I'm not being taken care of, don't worry about that other person. Just worry about me. Me. That's what they call the me generation. So Jesus looks at me as His hands and feet on this earth to reach out and love others. I think He looks at us kind of comically. I know He's got to laugh at me. I mean, look at me. Woo! But I don't know. Them are just some couple of insights that I had concerning how God sees me. And we'll turn it over and see what Mr. Greg has to say this morning. There you go, Mr. Greg. How do you think this applies to your life?
Well, I do agree with you that God sees us as His children, and that He's trying to get us to do things. He wants to be part of our life, but He wants
that's a point. Yeah, I didn't bring that up.
He wants to be a part of our life, but He wants us to be a part of Him also, as you said. So we go to meet with other fellow Christians and Catholic Christians on Sunday or whatever day of the week it is, and we learn something in the Mass. We listen to the priest say, have a sermon, and we take that, we take what we get from the Mass, take it out, because it's a responsibility that we have. Once we understand that we are a child of God, we have a responsibility.
But that's how Jesus sees you.
That's how
as
Jesus
a child.
sees us, as a child of God. Right?
As a child of God.
He sees us as a child of God. So that means that we're Jesus' brother. You know, because who is Jesus' brother? Who is His mother? Who is His sister? Well, we are. Anyone who accepts His teaching and follows His way of life becomes His brother or sister, mother, father, whatever.
So becomes part of His family.
Becomes part of His family. So He sees
His immediate family. Like we do with our family. Some people are like, this is only for like at a wedding. We're only inviting family.
Right.
You're not a family. You can't come. We got to spend $100 on a plate. We're not coming. You're not invited because you're not family. So with that concept, that applies to Jesus as well. So if we're not part of Jesus' family, we're not invited to the banquet.
That's correct.
Based on that theory of how the family works. Because that's how it works. We might not admit it, but there's a lot of people like my neighbor. You know, if I'm having my grandson's birthday party and Frank, my neighbor, wants to come over and drink beer, I'm going to say, no, this is my kid's birthday. It's family only. You know, you're really not invited. I mean, I love you, but, you know, not right now. I love you from a distance. So do you think, so Jesus, that's weird. Maybe that's too far.
That Jesus accepts us as His brother, sister, mother, father. That He accepts us as that.
But He only accepts us if we follow His commands.
Yes.
That's the kicker.
That's right. That's correct. Don't get burdened down. Don't get burdened down with all that peripheral stuff. Look at the big picture. And that's what he keeps telling us, especially in Matthew, in the Gospel of Matthew. He keeps telling us, look at the big picture. Look at the picture. Don't be constant. Don't put on blinders. Oh, I have to follow this commandment. I have to follow this commandment. I have to follow this, exactly to the law. I cannot, I have to make sure that I'll walk 3 steps behind so and so, and I have to have the little things hanging from my hat. Can't eat meat on Friday. You can't heal someone.
Well, now you're getting into some real gray areas there, man.
Well, I'm just saying that
because we do fast. We believe in.
And I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that. How important is it if you are really taking care of your brother and sister? If you're really taking care of your brother and sister, how important is that? Now, do you need to fast in order to get the inner strength?
That's what I'm saying.
To do that, okay, then you need to do that.
I'm not very happy with this coffee.
But that's the way I see it too. Do you need to say a rosary before you leave the house in the morning? Do you need to get down on your knees in your closet, whatever it is?
So if you're not keeping his commands, how does Jesus see you? He loves you, but unless you love him, so that's kind of that's pretty touchy, man. Yeah. Jesus loves. He loves people,
yes,
right?
That's correct.
But not everybody's saved, right?
Everybody's saved.
So that's a really
easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle, right?
Yeah. There were some harsh teachings right there. We're just nibbling on the real teachings of Christ. You know what I mean? We like to always look at the fluffy, happy picture of joy. But there's a responsibility to being a follower of Christ, as you were talking about.
That's correct.
You know?
You have to put yourself out there sometimes too, being that follower of Christ.
Let's close with that, because I think you have to put yourself out there as a follower of Christ. Any last words?
Don't be afraid.
God bless you.